had a crush on that actor too, I remember. And I had my first official beer with him as a 21-year-old. See, those are the memories I have. My beer as a 21-year-old, more importantly than the dialogue. Hey Glamour, it's Kaley Cuoco here, and I'm about to play Finish That Line.
To Sheldon, live long and prosper, Leonard Nimoy.
He came into the restaurant. Sorry, the napkin's dirty.
He wiped his mouth with it.
He wiped his mouth with it.
I loved that episode. It was very early in the show. I think it was like season 2, where he gets her all these gifts, and I just thought that was so cute. But I just loved the relationship that happened, I think, with Sheldon and Penny over the years, and I used to call them the Shenny scenes, and we used to love our laundry room scenes. Those always made us laugh.
You know, every morning I wake up and wonder what it would be like to just disappear.
I don't even know that person. Also, the two-tone hair, like, who am I? I don't remember that line. I just remember it being my 21st birthday. It's all I cared about.
And you're just gonna do it. I think it's great.
Acting, guys. I had a crush on that actor too, I remember. Because we had all these scenes together. He was so nice to me. And I had my first official beer with him as a 21-year-old. See, those are the memories I have. My beer as a 21-year-old, more importantly than the dialogue.
It's my problem, not yours.
Leonard, why do you always do this? Listen to me, you are the one I'm with.
You are the one I'm with. Oh, I do remember shooting that scene. Leonard, you're the one I'm with. I love you. Don't I say I love you after that?
You know I love you. So will you please relax because you're driving me crazy?
You know I love you. That was pretty good. Little BTS that night was the last scene of that episode, and it was our first flash mob, and so I was really just thinking about the dance that we were about to do. Could care less about the episode. Just wanted to get my steps right. Go to YouTube for that.
I was a bit surprised when I met your groomsmen. I mean, actually terrified, like, wow, what is that? But gotta say, they're really good guys. I mean,
really good guys. Talking about the guys, I feel like this is something with the Bic Mitchum. Something about Bic Mitchum.
Don't you think it's a bit strange that you use Bic razors and Mitchum deodorant and your best man's name is Bic Mitchum?
It's all in the eyes, guys. It's all in the eyes. That was so fun. Oh my gosh, there's nobody funnier than Josh Gad. I met Kevin and Josh first time on Wedding Ringer, and obviously became buds with both of them. And then over the years, Kevin and I have done little things, and then I ended up shooting a film with Kevin called Man from Toronto. But the funny thing about that was a very small role, but I wanted it so bad, and I was shooting Flight Attendant. And I said, I'm gonna put myself on tape. And I just basically read it as best I could and like prayed. And months later, they're like, you got the job. I was like, I'm doing it. I went old school and it worked. And then Kevin later, when we shot, he was like, why didn't you just call me? I'm like, because I wanted to do it myself. I felt like I got it on my own, and not because he's my buddy. So that felt really good.
You're my best friend, and I can't stand the idea of losing you, you know? I don't have to. We'd be closer than we've ever been before.
Oh God, I don't know. You don't have to. It's gotta be like, I love you, Ive, or I wanna you, Ive, or something super rated R. Well, not closer than last night. I mean, that was crazy. See? I don't know how you found something without a horrible word in it. I don't know how you found a piece of that show that was not terribly offensive. I'll just say we'd use the F word like way too many times. And then there was a limit on the C word, and we used that too many times, and we were like, you gotta cut down. I don't know the exact number, but it was like 35 or something that you had to, like, that was like the limit for one episode. I feel like we hit that in Flight Attendant too. We got a lot of notes about our in that too. I blame Zasha Mamet, who has the dirtiest mouth of all time, and so she ended up stealing all of my We would always compete of like, you said like 7 in the last scene. Please let me say one. It was a constant competition. Professional, really professional. It's the most fun show because of that, being able to just scream and yell and say horrible profanities and get away with it. It's been a very fun surprise working on Harley Quinn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Incheon National Airport.
Welcome to International Airport. Please, it's gotta be something flight attendant-y. Please, tray tables.
We'll be taxiing on an active runway for the next few moments, so please stay seated with your seatbelt securely fastened.
I feel like I was reading that off camera. That airline jargon is hard. I just want you to know. Hats off to you flight attendants. Let me tell you, they deserve tips. I was desperate to have Rosie Perez play this role, and she said she would meet with me in Queens at her favorite coffee shop. And I show up to this very cute, very kind of off the beaten path coffee shop, and I walk in and I see a woman at the very end with this humongous hat on, like terrifying. And I see her, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And it felt like the walk of death, like walking millions of miles to get to her. And sat down like, hi, I'm Kaley. And she looked up and she was so beautiful in this big hat. She was drinking her coffee. And I was like, what do I have to do to get you to do this show? And an hour later, I convinced her. So I was pretty proud of myself. She didn't say yes to me at the meeting, but like 6 minutes later when I got in my car, I had a message from her and she said, Kaley Cuoco, I'm in. That's what she calls me, Kaley Cuoco.
Ryan, what does it matter? It was Larry David who did. Okay, and he said to me that he saw you in the office.
Larry David. He couldn't choose between one and two.
What is this about?
He's Magoo. Is that what I said? I think that's what they went with.
1 or 2.
Did you drop the pirate booty?
He is Magoo.
Okay, see, I got part of it. I have a list, like a bucket list of career things, and Curb has been one of them for years. And so when I got that call, I screamed so loud with excitement. Not only did I get to do an episode and then got to play Vince's girlfriend, but on top of it, work with Larry. But what was so funny is obviously I've watched the show for years, and you know, it's all, they're really, I didn't know there truly wasn't a script. You came up with that. Yeah, I came up with that. Yeah. See, I can be funny once in a while. No dialogue, there's no script. But it was a really fun environment. You feel very free, and they make you kind of feel like you can't lose. Like I remember Larry saying to me, I'm like, well, I'm not an optometrist. What do I say? He goes, well, I'm not funny. I go, yeah, you are. He goes, you can't lose. Whatever you say is gonna be a win because I'm gonna help you. And I was like, okay, and it was true. Like whatever you did, they would ping pong back, and they made you feel like, oh my God, I can do this. It was very memorable. I think I did okay. I'm not super proud of, I think I was more just, I was so enthralled with my acting that I was like, wow, I just forgot how good I was. So that's why I couldn't remember the dialogue. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much, Glamour. I had so much fun at my shoot today. I couldn't have had a better time. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget to adopt your dogs.